most viral, popular, and best value holiday beauty sets. And today we're gonna see if they're gonna be a scam or if it's giving glam. As usual, I work for you guys, not these guys. This is a no BS review, so let's get into it. But before we get into that, as you guys know, the holidays are really quickly approaching, and I've always struggled with buying presents for others or even know what to ask for myself. I was scrolling the other day and I found these gorgeous pair of Bella Hoop earrings from Kendra Scott. I'm super into sparkly earrings and I've always loved Kendra Scott jewelry. And jewelry makes the perfect gift to either ask for the holidays or to also gift to a loved one as well. These earrings are seriously so cute. I feel like it just elevates my outfit and my everyday look. Huge thank you to Kendra Scott for sponsoring this section of the video. Now that I have this gorgeous jewelry on, we need the makeup look to match, so let's pray one of these value sets pulls a look together. I'm a little nervous, but I have 3 Sephora favorites holiday kits going on here, and in my opinion, it only makes sense for you to buy these kits if all of the shades and products works for your skin tone. Do you see why I'm like tweaking now? Because they never come out with more than one shade, and we all know makeup is not universal, but I guess we're gonna see any of these are worth it if you have brown skin. I'm gonna start with the best value. This is the Sephora Holidays Must-Haves Kit. It retails for $69. Ooh, who said that? It retails for $69, but the retail value is $229. And it comes with all of these fun things. That means you're basically getting this for $160 off, which is, I think, insane. I'm gonna try to speed review everything in here because this is like a Mary Poppins bag. This actually comes with quite a few really good products. I think I'm gonna break this down by category. So first we have the Color Wow Money Hair Mist, and this is supposed to be a light leave-in conditioner. This is not something that I can try right now, but I heard this has really good reviews. It's one of the top rated leave-in hair products at Sephora, and this is a pretty solid size, so I think that's off to a good start. But this is my favorite. You've got curly, coarse, thick hair like me. This is the Kerastase Elixir Ultimate. I'm just gonna put some in my hair now, but oh my god, do you see that consistency? It's a really nice, thin, runny consistency, and it smells so good. I freaking love this product. I have it right here. I literally have the big size right here because if my hair gets frizzy throughout the day, I put this on. It leaves my hair super shiny and super soft. That being said, this size is really small. It's smaller than the travel size that they have. So this is like a sample. See, and that's what I hate sometimes about holiday sets. It's like, why the fuck am I getting samples? The 2 we have for skincare are the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum and the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. The travel size of the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, if you have dry skin, this is actually really good. It's super thin and it doesn't pill under my makeup. And this moisturizer is actually really nice too, and I think this is a full-size version, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's pretty impressive because on its own, this retails for what, like $30? And this entire set is $69. So these are off to a good start. I actually think these are really solid picks. Look how glowy it just made my skin look. This is like, I feel like I could almost do a full face with this. For the fragrance options, you have the Touchland Wild Watermelon Mist and the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This bad boy is small. It's like the size of my ear. I think these are good. I actually do really like the Bum Bum Cream. I don't care how basic that is. This is bomb, but I do wish we got a little bit more product, and I do actually like this too. So right now we are 6 for 6. I'm surprised about that. And now we have the makeup. See, this is where it could go a turn of events here because there are 8 makeup products over here. And this is where I feel like the shades just never work, but I guess we're gonna find out. First, we have the travel size of the Dennis Meyer's Blurring Balm Universal Powder. Y'all know me, I don't start my makeup without this product, so the fact that this is here makes me so happy. If you have oilier skin, if you struggle to get your makeup to last, this actually helps make your makeup last all day, and I wore it all 3 days of my wedding as well. That's 7 for 7. And of course, this is gonna work for every skin tone because it's universal. This is untinted. This obviously doesn't have complexion, so I'm just gonna do a really light complexion base. This is the LYS Beauty Stick Foundation. Moving on to blush, this holiday kit includes the Makeup by Mario blush in the shade Pale Petal. Pale and me don't really go well together outside of my husband. But this is sort of what I mean when I say that brands just somehow think, or Sephora somehow thinks, that universal shades exist. And I can tell you right now, I feel like this is going to be a little non-existent, maybe, actually. It's definitely not a shade that I would have picked for the Mario. I like the pomegranate shade. The pomegranate shade I feel like is a shade that would work on a variety of skin tones. And I feel like that's a great holiday shade. Okay, I really had to build this up just to get the color payoff. This is not my preferred shade. I think on camera, it's reading a lot less pale than it reads in person. But it's not the worst shade. If you like a paler pink blush, it's not bad. But if you have even deeper skin tone than me, this is definitely gonna show up casket ready. I feel like this only works for me now because I'm like really pale. No, not pale, petal pale. I'm a little ashy considering we're getting to winter, so I feel like this works. But my usual shade, I feel like this would look, I don't know, it would look great. The next product we have here is the mini 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. And I actually do really like this product, but I guess I just have really stiff brows. So I find this one kind of, I don't hate that it's here. I don't love that it's here. They try to cheat with these value sets by putting in clear product. The more colored products they put in, the more, as you can see, this blush is like gone. Oh my God. We have the Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick in Integrity. I actually really like these. I don't reach for them as often as I reach for others, but this shade is okay. It's like a more of a champagne-y shade. Again, if you're much deeper than me, then you might find it like a little bit too silvery. And if you are really fair, you also might find this to be like too yellow or too orange. It would be great one day if Sephora could put out a few different shades. That's what I'm petitioning. I'm petitioning for Sephora to come out with a few shades of their holiday sets. Like, come on. I've been asking it for years. Then we have two mascaras. Limitless Lash Mascara. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I don't love this mascara as someone with short lashes. I'm gonna put this in my giveaway. And then this is the Sephora Size Up Mascara. I actually do like this mascara, but again, they try to cheat with the gift sets by putting in multiple non-colored makeup products. It's cute. That's all I gotta say about it. This is the YSL lipstick, and I barely touched it. It's already starting to crumble on me. I don't know what shade this is, but I don't know, this shade. It's not really one I would reach for constantly, at least without a brown lip liner. But I don't know, this is not screaming holiday. Does this look scream holiday to you? And then even with the Glossier Balm, these are actually not my favorites, but like, it's like, again, this sort of mid-tone pinky shade. I'm not gonna put it on my lips. I don't want to. Now for the ratings and my final thoughts. I feel like I liked all of the skincare and hair products. So these 6 products I think are actually worth it, and I liked of this kit. I was just kind of meh about these for makeup products. Like, I am a beauty makeup influencer, and I don't know, I feel like these shades could have definitely been selected better, but a lot of times with these holiday sets, they're selecting shades that are maybe not performing as well, and then throwing in like one product that is doing really well. Best product, in my opinion, of all of the things going on here. And then these 3 I would put at the bottom. The lip products and then the blush. But they never, in my opinion, get the color right. Overall, I give this a 3 out of 5 because the skincare and hair were carrying entire bag here. But for $69, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's giving a scam. I wouldn't say it's giving glam. It's a slam. It's a slam. But let me know in the comments, would you spend $69 for all of this? That was not off to a great start, but the next holiday set we have here is Cozy and Clean Sephora Favorites Holiday Set, where everything in this bag is supposed to be a clean makeup product or a clean makeup brand. It retails for $54, but the retail value is $158, which is over $100 in savings. Let's see if she's worth it. Looking at the cover, I'm actually kind of excited because I feel like these shades might actually work, and I have a lot of favorites in here. I also love an actual red bag for the holidays. Like, come on, the last bag was pink. That wasn't even fun. This one is more evenly distributed because it comes with 4 sort of skincare products and then 5 sort of makeup products. The first thing we have is the Tower 28 SOS Spray. I feel like this is a really misunderstood product. So this is a hypochlorous acid spray, meaning it's kind of like an antibacterial disinfectant for your face. So if you're someone like me who has acne prone skin, it is amazing for just giving you a clean slate. And I say this is misunderstood because this doesn't really, the literal ingredient in this is just hypochlorous acid and water, essentially. So it's not gonna leave your skin glowy. It's not even gonna leave your skin dry. It's just gonna give you a blank slate. It's great for killing bacteria on your skin. I really freaking like this product, and if you have acne prone skin, this is a great product. That being said, the full size version is pretty expensive and there are now dupes nowadays, but I like the fact that it is in this bag because this is one of my holy grails. Next we have for sunscreen the Kosas Dream Beam SPF 40 sunscreen, and if you are a brown girl, if you're around my skin tone, this is the definition of casket ready and faulty marketing, because it is a mineral sunscreen. But when this first came out, they were claiming that it doesn't have a white cast, but guess what? It does have a white cast when you apply the appropriate amount of sunscreen, which is 2 fingers worth. Now, is it the worst mineral sunscreen? No, but you could see the difference between my neck here, so I would have to put foundation over it to not go out looking casket ready. This is a pass for me. Then we have this weird spray. I don't know why it looks discolored. This is the Everywhere Spray to Wipe. What the hell does that mean? It says you could use it underneath your armpit, so that's where I'm gonna, oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. I'm gonna use it now. It smells good. For this sort of product, I would have to test it out for a few weeks to give it a full review. So I'm just gonna put this in the maybe section for now. Then we have the travel size of the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I do actually really like this primer because as someone with hair on my face, a lot of the gripping primers on the market, they kind of act as like face hair glue. That being said, there are a lot of dupes nowadays for gripping primers, but if you've always wanted to try the OG, I think this would be a good set so far to try it with. This primer though will pill if you don't let it dry, so let it dry, fam. How do you guys feel about holiday kits? Do you guys run every time to Sephora to get them? It was marketed them as like the best value ever, and then I swear to God, every time I'm like, these are just all sort of mid. Is that just me? Now we're moving on to the makeup section, which is, as you know, always iffy for me. And the first iffy product we have today is the Glow Recipe Dewdrops. Y'all know how I feel about this. This is also so small. Like, come on, Sephora, give us more than 1.5 milliliters of product is insane. This does come in 2 shades, but they only included the Watermelon Flush shade. I've actually never tried this shade before. I've only tried the purple one, and I was not impressed with it. I was just kind of like, okay, this is, I don't know, I feel like you could barely see it. If you like just a really hair tint of color, I think it's okay, but this for me is a pass. Also, what is this size? It looks like a nail polish, bruh. It would be really cool if Sephora introduced an idea where you could build your own like holiday set. So maybe it's the same brand, but I could add in like the other shade. That would be cool. Sephora. Mascara, they give you a full-size version of the House Labs mascara, which is a favorite of a lot of people's, but unfortunately, while I do love Gaga, it is not a favorite of mine. I know mascara especially is very based on personal preference, and I have short, straight lashes. So this for me is a pass. I don't want to contaminate and use it because I've already reviewed this before. Now we have my favorite section, which is of course always the lip products. And how happy was I to see Kulfi Beauty, one of my favorite South Asian owned makeup brands, to be a part of this kit. So this is Kulfi Beauty's Lusty Lips Staining Lip Oil in the shade Rose. This is a staining lip oil, and this happens to be their lightest shade, but it actually works and looks really pretty on darker skin as well. This is like a really pretty pink nude on me. This is really interesting too because as this sort of dries down, it dries darker. You're kind of left with like a mauvey pink lip stain, and these are really long lasting, so I really freaking like this. This is the Merit Beauty lip oil in the shade Tabby. I don't know if I've ever tried, ooh, that is a good shade so far. I don't know if I've ever tried this shade before. That is a little bit like lighter in color, but I think this is cute. It's not my favorite lip oil formula, but that actually with a stain, it looks really good. We have the Ilia Beauty Lip Sketch Crayons, and look at the shade. This is literally my lips would better. I also like this shade because I can wear it without a lip liner. It's like the perfect like muted mauvey pink. Okay, Ilia, I see you. I really like this. This is a yes for me. So far, I wasn't really the biggest fan of these 3 products. I was meh about this one. I don't know how to feel about it. And then I loved these. These products I think are worth the money. Now for the final evaluation, you get 3 full-size products, the Kulfi, the Merit Beauty Lip Oil, and the House Labs Mascara. And I believe all 3 of these together do retail for over $54. And on top of that, the only 2 sort of shades that did not work for me and darker skin was the Glow Recipe and the Kosas, and I don't even think this is not that bad. It's not the worst white cast. And just for the value, because most of these products do work for darker skin, I actually give this a 4 out of 5. I think it's giving glam. it's giving glam. Now I'm praying for the rest of these sets. I would love to see like a darker, richer color, but I feel like it's never gonna happen. Next we have the Sephora Favorites Holiday Lip Kit. And this one retails for $52, but then its retail value is $148. So this one's pretty similar to the last one, but they're all lip products, which I'm looking at this right now. I can already tell you, I have a feeling only like 2 are gonna work for my skin tone. Oh, good lord. And as the lipstick color theory queen, we all know by now, there's no such thing as universal makeup, fam. So why do we keep coming out with one shade of a holiday lip kit? But from a value perspective, it comes with 4 full-size lip products. I have no idea what the hell this is. What? Dr. Jart Viral Hydra Solution. Look how cute that is, but this is a full-size product. And the retail value of these 4 together already exceed way over $52. So I can already say at least these 4 work. It could be worth the money. I've never seen this before, but this is the Dr. Jart Hydrating Lip Mask. Oh my God, this is like, I thought this was gonna be like, I don't know, something cooler. I guess this is just a regular lip balm. Hopefully at least this will moisturize my lips. Oh, she's thick. She's thick. Oh, that actually feels really nice. This retails for $25, so if you need a good lip balm, I think this is a good start. Would I buy it on its own? Probably not, but it's a lip balm, and you can't go wrong with a lip balm. So I actually think this is a yes for me. This is Say Beauty's lip liner in the shade Twist, and I'm a little nervous. This is supposed to be like a pinky mauve, but I remember when this first came out, the only shade that really worked for me was like a brown. So I didn't really bother to review it because I was bored. It's like my lip shade, maybe like a hair deeper. I just know the moment I hit the sun, the moment I get a little bit of sun, this is gonna look ashy. I'm gonna try it with the full size of the Kosas Lip Oil in Unbuttoned. This is a really pretty shade. It kind of looks like Fenty Fussy, the Fussy Gloss Bomb. The formula is plush, but it's not sticky. So I think this one's a yes for me. Next one we have is the full size of the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss in Bombshell. I do think this is a really pretty shade, and of all of her shades, this is the only shade that doesn't settle into the fine lines of my lips. Why are these 2 shades basically look the same? Like, you can't tell me that the Kosas didn't look basically the same as this. So I personally would have loved to see a little bit more variation in it, but it does look really good. Speaking of Fenty, the next one we have is a mini size of the Fenty Glow Lip Oil. I've never tried this shade before. This is a lot more orange than I remember it. Am I the only one? I don't know why. I thought Fenty Glow was more of like, now I'm not remembering. It's an orange gloss. You can't go wrong with it. It's cute. This lip oil is kind of perfect for the two-toned lip baddies. So I'm gonna say that's a yes. I'm getting bored and there's so many left, so we're gonna speed through this. So next we have the Clarins Water Stain. Oh, that is bright. Okay, I'm not gonna touch on it. It's also such a small bottle. This is not even the travel size. This is like a sample of this. I mean, it's cute, but I personally think a lot of K-beauty products are a lot more affordable, but it doesn't matter because it's in this lip set anyways. And considering that all these together already made up the $52, I think this is not bad, so I'll put it in the yes pile. I'm gonna top it off with the Lancome Juicy Tubes, and I think this is just the clear. I actually do like the Juicy Tubes formula, but it is a thicker formula. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. That's shimmer.
My lips look juicy. Juicy tubes.
Yes for me. For the sake of my sanity, I'm not gonna try this because this is supposed to be the spiciest lip plumper on the market. And it's also pretty expensive. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. I'm gonna let you decide. For me, this is a maybe. And then finally we have two. This looks like fucking kids makeup, bruh. Like, what is this? These are so small. This is YSL and the kids makeup every time. So small, it doesn't even say what it is on the back. Giving a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. This was a no. Finally, we have the kids makeup size of the Tarte Juicy Lip Plump. Ooh, this kind of looks like Clinique Black Honey. So this is definitely a more sheer version of Clinique Black Honey. So far, everything in here is kind of giving sheer. I wish there was a more variation of shades. Personally, for me and my preference, I give this a 3 out of 5. I didn't think it was too bad, and I do think you get the value for your money with just 3 products, which I think is great. But I wish there was more variation in the tonality of all the products. Everything was kind of giving this. It was like kind of sheer, kind of mauve, kind of works, kind of boring. But if you are someone who likes, I don't know, the same 4 shades of like mauve tones, then I think you would like this. So just for that reasoning, I say this is a slam. I don't think it's giving glam. I don't think it's a scam. It's a slam. Would you buy this? Would you buy 5 shades of mauve? 5 shades of...
I don't know.
And we finally have all the fun shit, all the fun lippies. But before we get to that, I've been wanting to try the Merit Beauty Flush Balm Trios. And a lot of people requested that I reviewed this because it comes with 3 of their viral blushes and retails for $39 when one full size of this is $30. So I think that's pretty good value. This is cool. These are all limited edition shades. So these are not shades that exist in their core collection. See, I like that. Okay, this is interesting. This is where value sets get you because looking at their full size is $30 for 0.31 ounces of product versus 3 of the minis, which is only 0.16 ounces for $39. So 2 of these makes one of the large ones. You're really only getting an extra 0.5 grams of product, but then it's $9 more than the original. So it's not really the best value, I would argue, but these are limited edition shades. So let's see if all 3 of these shades work for me. I know these are supposed to be on the more natural side, so I'm just applying a little bit of foundation just in case it breaks it up underneath. I'm gonna start with this pinky shade. This is called Le Bon Bon, and that is a bright pink. I pray, ooh, that is a really bright pink. I don't usually lean towards pinks this bright because, I don't know, on my olive skin, they could kind of sometimes look clowny on me, but I don't know, it's actually a really pretty pop of color. This is not separating the makeup that's underneath it. So maybe they took the feedback from last year's holiday set and actually improved on it. This is pretty. This is actually, it looks like skin too. I'm pleasantly surprised. It looks really good. Look at that. That looks really pretty. Just so you know, I'm taking off and reapplying the foundation between each application. Do the shade Postmodern on this side and Redux on this side, but these shades look really good. These just look stunning. It looks really pretty. It's a nice wash of color. I feel like for the days that I don't want to wear super heavy makeup, that's where I'll pull these out. Final thoughts. I don't think this has the best value. If I was rating from value, I would give this like a 2 out of 5 just because the amount of product you get is not great. But from a shades perspective and how often do we actually finish up an entire blush, I actually think this is giving glam. All 3 of these shades 8 if you're around my skin tone, and I don't think they have a white base either. So if you have darker skin, I don't think these are gonna give ashy either. That being said, if you have really, really fair skin,
I don't know if anyone with that skin tone is probably watching this.
but if you are watching this, these 2 shades may look a little orange on you because of color theory, because this one is definitely giving pumpkin, and this one's giving like a warm berry. Give it a 4.5 out of 5. Because of value. My first product from Merit Beauty that I actually like. Wow, what a surprise. Okay, we're finally on to my favorite holiday lip kits. I don't know why, holidays come around, everyone goes
feral for a lip kit, including myself.
First one we have here that I've absolutely destroyed. This is the Sephora Collection Holiday Lip Kit. You get 2 full-size products. It comes in 2 shades. Retails for $20, but it has a $37 value. So by buying this, you're saving $17, which I don't think is that's not that bad. I also love that Sephora collection. Always does 2 shades. Even last year they did 2 shades, and they were doing 2 shades before anyone was doing 2 shades. So we love to see it. So first starts with their 8-hour transfer proof lip liner in the shade Molasses. And I feel like this is very close to MAC Chestnut. So if you've got brown skin, darker skin, this is probably gonna work for you. That's a pretty shade. Do you see what I mean? And once these dry down, it doesn't transfer. I was so excited for this one because last year they did their lipsticks, but this year they did their juicy lip tints. And look how insane, look how insane this shade is. Now this is a holiday shade. Finally.
I'm so bored of those nudes.
I believe this also stains, but how stunning is this lip? And I feel like it's gonna work for a variety of skin tones. Even if you have fair skin, dark skin, it's gonna be like a really pretty like deep autumn, deep winter sort of shade. I know this is gonna wear well too. I've done wear tests with both of these and they last a pretty long time. So it's a 5 out of 5 for me. It's got good value, 2 shades, which is better than 1. And you actually get 2 full-size products instead of kids makeup for 20 bucks. I think this is worth it. And it comes in a cute ornament. I like ripped it off because I was really aggressive with it. But you can literally hang this on your Christmas tree, which I think is so freaking cute. It's giving glam. It's giving glam AF. Looking at the other holiday sets, it's gonna be hard to top that one. $42 for a lip gloss is a little delulu. But after seeing this shade, how could I not get it? It is so pretty. Usually I don't love Dior makeup products, but they just launched a new limited edition lip gloss. It's a shade Sunlit Amber, and I don't know, I'm just a sucker for sparkly red things. I don't know what it is. But let's see if it's actually worth the $42. Oh, that's pretty. I feel like this has more pigment than their other shades, which is really nice if you're someone like me and likes more pigmented lip glosses. It is also a little bit tingling, so it is slightly of a lip plumper. So if you don't like lip plumpers, I would definitely stay away from this. And for $42, I'm never gonna tell you to run, don't walk for a $42 lip gloss, but it's pretty, and I think it's giving glam. I honestly give this a 4 out of 5. I do wish it wasn't so expensive, but this is a pretty unique shade, at least in my collection. I feel like on camera it's reading more berry, but in real life it reads a little bit more of like a deeper red shade. Everyone has their own makeup preferences, but I really like it. I really like it. It's giving glam. What do you think? Would you pay $42 for a lip gloss that looks like this? The next holiday collection we have is the Tower 28 Poppy Holiday Fizz and Frost Holiday Duo. Retails for $26. I'm not really sure what the value is on it, but let's do the math. It has a $38 value, but it comes with, I guess, a clear lip gloss. I don't know why I was expecting this to have some sparkle or anything, but it's just clear. Or is it? Is it one of those pH changing things? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. And then it comes with this red, this red powder blush. I actually really like this formula of blush. But if you've been following me for a while, y'all know as someone with olive skin, bright red blush like this is not my favorite, which is why I ended up making a dark red blush with Mob Beauty. I collab with them in the shade Crimson Crush because it's supposed to be like red blush, but for olive and darker skin. But I'll show you, I guess this almost looks pinky. It's pretty, but it's not like a shade that I would wear like every day because I have green in my skin. Red and green are complementary colors, so if I wear really bright red shades, it pulls this part of my face gray green, and I already got hyperpigmentation there. I don't want to emphasize it more. For the gloss though, I guess we'll see. Okay,
So it smells like chemicals? I don't know what it smells like.
but let's just put it on the lips. I don't know. So I do like the Tower 28 lip gloss formula, but outside of like the scent, I feel like this is just a clear lip gloss. Am I delulu? Is it supposed to be like one of those pH changing with a kiss of iconic cranberry fizz flavor? So I don't know. I guess for me, in my opinion, if you like a really bright red blush and a clear gloss and you don't already have one, for $26, I think it's worth it. But personally for me, I'm not a big fan of it. I personally give this a 3 out of 5. And it's giving slam. Because I mean, a clear gloss is gonna work for everyone, and a red blush is gonna work for everyone too. So at least it's somewhat universal. Universal makeup doesn't exist, but I think it'll work on a lot of skin tones, of course. But I don't know, some shimmer would have been cute. That would have been so cute. Also, definitely put way too much of this on, so please don't roast me in the comments section. We're down to the last stretch, the final 2 holiday lip kits. I think I'm gonna start with Fenty first. This is Fenty Beauty's holiday lip kit. It retails for $45, but has a $72 retail value. And all 3 of these, I believe, are limited edition shades, which I think is also really cool. And look how cool these look. These are like the stacks or whatever. I'm not really sure what shade it's gonna come out to, but I'm intrigued. I'm gonna start with the orange shade. This is Fenty Glow Fantasy. It's like a orangey copper with gold and like peach flicks. And it looks really pretty. It's really pretty. I love the formula of these glosses. I will say, it's giving a little of the same like orangey mauves sort of shades that we've been trying on with the Sephora kits, but it's still a really pretty shade. The next one we're gonna try is the Sugar Plums, and this one is a stack. I wonder if I like, ooh, yeah, if I dip it less in. I don't know, what is does anyone know the point of like the stacks? Like, I guess I'm confused. Oh, but maybe more milky. I don't know, I feel like every time I dip in, I get a different shade. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the stacks because I think I would prefer them all just mixed, but that's just my preference. It just kind of looks clear. But I like this shade. This shade is so pretty. I don't think a clear shimmery gloss is bad, but at this point, I own like 50. And then finally, we have Spiked Hot Chocolate. Ooh, okay, that was a promising on the applicator. I feel like this bottom shade is definitely darker than Fenty Hot Chocolate, and then it goes lighter, but I don't know, I feel like this to me just looks like a more sheared out version of Fenty Hot Chocolate. It's like, okay. It was cute, but I personally don't think you need all 3 of these shades. I would have, again, loved to see some more variation. I would have loved to see them bring back that dark red cherry shade, but I don't know, maybe in like a swirl or a stacks. That would have been very holiday, but it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. So I personally give these a 3 out of 5, and I think it's giving slam. The final holiday lip kit we have, Summer Fridays. They always do like a mini lip balm what is a 4? Quadruple? Whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. This retails for $25, and they come in the 4 of the classic shades that they have. One of these minis has 5 grams of product versus one of their original size has 15 grams of product. That means we're getting 20 grams of lip balm for $25 when one of their lip balms, which is 15 grams, is $24. So the value is okay. You're basically just getting 5 extra free grams of lip balm. If you've been curious about the Summer Fridays lip balm, this could be a great way to see what shades you like rather than it being like a holiday sort of set. I'm gonna go through this pretty quick because I've already tested these before, but this is shade Cherry, which is like a darker red shade, and their shade Pink Guava, which is like more of like a pinky, brighter pinky shade. Vanilla Beige is supposed to be a caramel nude, but on me, it's just kind of clear. Finally, we have the Sweet Mint shade, which is just a clear shade. Overall, if you've been dying to try these for $25, I don't think they're that bad, but personally for me, they're not my favorite lip balms. My favorite lip balms, especially if you have brown skin, are the Edam lip balms. And I actually think they have a holiday set. I probably should have tried them in this video, but
maybe that means I should make a part 2? Should I make a part 2?
I think this lip set was okay. I would have loved to see some limited edition shades, or I don't know. These are just So I think these are not giving scam, it's not giving glam, it's giving a slam, and I give them also a 3 out of 5. Have we noticed a trend? Most of the things here today we're giving 3 out of 5. But I guess that's just how I feel about value sets. I feel like some shades work, some don't, but then what the hell do you do with the shades that don't work? Right? Maybe you split it with like a friend. I feel like that's a good idea. We have the conclusion, which is personally for me, if I were to rebuy all the ones I tried today, I would probably buy the Cozy and Clean set. For $54, you get 3 full-size products. It wasn't like my favorite, but I still think of all the Sephora sets, this is the best one, at least in my opinion. Outside of the Glow Recipe blush, all of the shades for the most part were pretty workable. And I would also buy the Sephora Collection lip kit. This was just stunning. I also love that they have 2 different shades, and the Merit blushes, which I'm surprised about. I did not think that I would like them as much as I did. I do think every year the holiday kits get better and better, but I'm still unsure how I feel about these. So let me know what you guys think about holiday sets in the comment section. All of these will also be linked for you guys if you are interested in purchasing any of these down in the description below. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give your girl a like, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.